Oscar predictions, the acting category. So I'm going to be going through Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress. So, strap right in. Let's start off with Best Actor. I've got a couple of honorable mentions. So, obviously, a lot of these films that these actors are in, I've not seen yet. They don't come out in the UK until a bit later, apart from one, basically. But yeah, I've not seen any others. So I'm just purely guessing, just going by the vibes, going by reviews that I'm reading, going by the sort of reactions from the film festivals. But so I guess I'll go from bottom to top. You can probably guess who my top one is, but I'll give some honorable mentions. People who I don't think at this moment they're not on my list. For example, Colin Farrell. He's not on my list right now, but he could be. I'm hearing really great things. Colin Farrell, I feel like the Academy love him. They want to award him on something. He's in a movie called Ballad of a Small Player. Not seen it, don't know what it's about. Just hearing really good things about him and his performance. I just can't put it in my top 5 quite yet. Wagner Moura, from the film The Secret Agent. Again, hearing kind of good things about that. Slightly mixed things, but a lot of people just saying his performance is wonderful. One that I did have in my top 5 was Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. I've just started to hear reactions and a bit more sort of rumblings for some other actors in this. And, you know, I do think Leonardo DiCaprio has a really good chance because it's Leonardo DiCaprio in a movie that everybody's excited to see, but I'm not sure if anyone's actually even seen this movie yet. And so I'm not hearing anything yet. I just know that, okay, the collaboration with the director and stuff is bound to be good, you know. But yeah, I can't put it in my top 5 quite yet. Maybe you have it in your top 5. Also, I'm not putting in my top 5, and I know a lot of people probably are, is Jesse Plemons for Begonia. I kind of heard mixed things about it. I think Lanthimos, Yorgos Lanthimos, I believe people are kind of saying not necessarily his best. Some people, and I included, did kind of have the opinion that the Academy just love him at the moment. And they did love him. With Poor Things? The Favourite? Those two films did really well. But Kinds of Kindness didn't do so well. I mean, it did nothing. And I think this film maybe looks more along the lines of A Kind of Kindness. I think it's probably better than Kinds of Kindness, but yeah, I'm not sure the Academy are going to embrace this one. So yeah, I'm not putting Jesse Plemons in my top 5 yet. And then the other one I'm not putting in my top 5, and this might be crazy. Maybe I'm crazy for this one. I'm not putting Jeremy Allen White. He's playing Springsteen in Springsteen. Deliver Me From Nowhere. I don't know Springsteen that well. I know that Jeremy Allen White is a great actor and probably looks a lot like Springsteen in this film. But I have to say, these sort of musician biopics, they do often get nominated, but I'm getting a little bit like... I don't think it's an incredible transformation from him, just from what I've seen in the adverts. So I'm not sure. The jury's out. The jury is still out at the moment. Like, I have no idea what people are going to think of this film. I'm just not excited about it because I'm not a Springsteen guy. Maybe I like one or two of his songs. But, so maybe it'll be good. I don't know. So let me just get to my actual 5, my top 5. So, at number 5, I'm personally putting Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Is his performance outstanding? It's good. It's a good performance, but he's playing twins, you know? That's always impressive. That's gonna be on the Academy's mind. It's also like this collaboration with the director. I feel like the director is just incredible. Directed one of the absolute best scenes in Sinners, one of the best scenes of the year, that music scene in the middle. I just think that they kind of go hand in hand, Michael B. Jordan and the director of that film. I just think I think people sort of see that as a duo, as like a proper collaboration, because those two work together all the time. They love each other. So I'm personally putting Michael B. Jordan on there. Number 4, just because I can't bet against him because he's the best actor that I've ever seen, is Daniel Day-Lewis in Anemone. Don't really know what it's about. The trailer looks really good. Just long dialogue based movie with Daniel Day-Lewis and Sean Bean going at it. Looks wonderful. I just can't ever leave Daniel Day-Lewis off a list because he's just too good. The Academy love him. It's the big sort of coming back party because he kind of retired. So yeah, I just think I've got to have him in my list, my top 5 list. Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. At number 3, I never thought I'd say this for an Oscar film. At number 3, personally, I have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for The Smashing Machine. This is one of the Safdie brothers movies. I do believe this is a Safdie brothers year, Safdie versus Safdie. And I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is getting some proper buzz for this movie. I think people are really, really excited about his performance. It's got a great narrative. You know, this blockbuster actor who's only ever done sort of these one-dimensional blockbustery characters. He just rides on his charisma, just stripping it all back and doing this sports biopic. Yeah, I think he may be in for an Oscar nomination. Don't think he's going to win, but he's in for a nomination. Now, number 2 is, for me, Brendan Fraser, Rental Family. So, I've seen the trailer. Everybody loves Brendan Fraser. The movie looks incredible. Everybody is just saying it's a wonderful, feel-good movie. I feel like it could be Rental Family's year, you know. Like, sometimes the Oscars just like to go for a feel-good movie. We haven't had one since Coda, which is, you know, getting up there. What was that, like 3-4 years ago now? And so, yeah, I do think Brendan Fraser, he looks like he's playing a character that everybody is just going to fall in love with. And I'm so excited to see that. Now, number 1, you've probably guessed, number 1 on my list is Timothée Chalamet for the Marty Supreme movie, which is the other Safdie brothers movie, the ping pong film. I just think it's Timothée Chalamet's year. Like, he is just on this run of great films, doing his absolute best. Like, his speech of, like, I'm in it to be the greatest actor of all time. It's like, weird speech, but like, that's what he wants to do. That's what his goal is. And I think he's making the right steps to maybe be the next Daniel Day-Lewis one day. Who knows? So that will be my number 1 pick. Yeah, Marty Supreme. Timothée Chalamet. I'm curious, do you agree with my list? So yeah, number 1, Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. My number 2 pick is Brendan Fraser for Rental Family. My number 3 pick is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, crazy I know, for The Smashing Machine. Number 4 pick, Daniel Day-Lewis for Anemone. And then my number 5 pick is Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. What a interesting collective race. Who knows? I could be completely off of some of these. Maybe Jeremy Allen White, Jesse Plemons, and Leonardo DiCaprio will replace 3 of mine. But who knows? That's what I've got at the moment. Who have I got for Best Actress? I'm going to go in reverse order again. But yeah, I'll give some honorable mentions that aren't in my top 5 first. Emma Stone. I'm not putting her in my top 5. I'm sorry. Again, I'm talking about that Lanthimos film that I spoke about with Jesse Plemons. I just don't think it's going to hit as hard. I think it's maybe they're just some stronger films this year. Sydney Sweeney, I'm not putting in there for Christie. I think maybe not so many people are putting that in there anyway, but I just, haven't heard enough good stuff about it. If I'm honest with you, I feel like the actress category is a tiny bit thinner than the male actor category. Sorry, that's so weird to say. Tessa Thompson, I'm not putting in there for Hedda, although I am hearing some really fun things about that. Amanda Seyfried, her performance is supposed to be wonderful, but I'm just not hearing the best of things for The Testament of Anne Lee. It's this musical performance, but it's a weird musical apparently. We will see. The Oscars do love to put musical performances in there, but I've got someone else who's in a musical to go in there. And then I'm also not putting in Jennifer Lawrence for Die, My Love. So I've heard some good things about that as well. The trailer looks wacky and weird. Looks like she's doing a great performance, but the 5 that I've got, I think I'm almost pretty certain on, actually, if I'm honest with you. So at 5, I've got Rose Byrne. I know she's a comedy actress, but she's dipping her toe into some serious acting here for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And everybody is just saying that the buzz is off the charts. Julia Roberts for After the Hunt. Now, I actually do think After the Hunt is kind of dead. Like, it had a lot of buzz. Like, people were excited to see it. But it's come out and people have gone, it's fine. It wasn't amazing. But people are still saying Julia Roberts' performance is noteworthily good. And she's got a good storyline as well. She's been off for a while. And then she's back with a bang. And I think she's a wonderful actress. So Julia Roberts, After the Hunt, I'm putting her at my number 4. My number 3, I am putting, my personal one that I'm most excited to see this year is Cynthia Erivo for Wicked for Good. I just think the Academy loved the first Wicked film and they loved Cynthia Erivo. And I just don't see why they would not love her again. Like, she is wonderful in the first film, and I think she's going to continue to be wonderful in the second film. Sometimes people say that Oscars don't love sequels, but I feel like that's a specific type of sequel where it's like we made one movie and then they were like, now maybe we should make another movie because that movie was so well received, and so they do a sequel. This is just like one big movie. This was always designed to be a 2-film. They shot them back to back. It's one continuous storyline, and it's going to end and culminate here. I love the musical myself. People, for some reason, are saying the second act of Wicked isn't as good just because it doesn't have that big Defying Gravity song. It's not true. The second act is wonderful. The second act really brings everything together. You've got No Good Deed Goes Unpunished that she has to sing, which is just incredible. For Good, the song For Good, I have been changed for good. It's top 3 duets in musical theatre history. It is such a beautiful duet. It's going to have everyone in tears. I personally also love As Long As You're Mine. I think that song's incredible. Like, the second act has some great songs. Yes, Defying Gravity is one of the sort of most uplifting songs of all time from musical theatre, I would say. But For Good, that duet is so well written. It is so beautiful in a completely different way that Defying Gravity. Like, Defying Gravity is so triumphant. It's got the battle cry at the end. It's iconic in those ways. But I Have Been Changed for Good. This duet is just, it's delicate, but it's so heartfelt. Like, that moment in the first Wicked where they go to the Ozdas Ball, and Cynthia Erivo's character, Elphaba, comes in wearing the hat, and everyone laughs at her. And everyone does a big circle around her, and she starts dancing, and people start laughing because her dancing is really weird. And then Ariana Grande comes and dances with her, and wipes away one of her tears, as in like, be strong. You do not need to cry. You're amazing. That feeling in that scene was so good in the first film. And in the second act, the second film, that duet they sing is like, it encapsulates that feeling of these two sisters, basically. Sisters in like the friendship way, not literal sisters. But these two sisters, these people who met each other and changed each other, it is such a beautiful song. So can't wait to see it. I think it's going to blow people away. I'm glad people are underestimating the second movie. People's thinking, oh, the second act isn't as good, because it's going to rip your soul out. It's going to rip it out. Okay, so who have I got in second place? I've got Renata Renz. I don't know how to say her name. I'm so sorry. But from Sentimental Value, obviously everyone's just saying her performance is incredible. I am also hearing it's not as good as her performance in The Worst Person in the World. So that's why she's not my number one. My number one is, of course, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Everybody is just saying it is incredible. Jessie Buckley, Hamnet. She is my strong number one at the moment. My strong number one. The Academy want to give her something, and this is their opportunity to do that. So that is my actress list. Number one, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Number two, Renata Reinsve for Sentimental Value. Cynthia Erivo at number three for Wicked, for Good. Julia Roberts for After the Hunt at number four. And then number five, I've got Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Now, what have I got for the supporting actings? Let's do actress first this time. Oh, so many names I can't. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. I'm so sorry. Io Edibiri for After the Hunt. I'm not putting her in my top five. I'm sorry. I just think After the Hunt, it's just going to be Julia Roberts for After the Hunt. So she's just not going to be in it. Jennifer Lopez for Kiss of the Spider-Woman, another musical performance. I'm hearing really good things about it, but I'm not sure it's gonna hit the top five. So she's not in my top five. Inga Ibsdotter Lilias for Sentimental Value, also not putting her in my top five. That could be a mistake. Gwyneth Paltrow, I'm not putting in my top five for Marty Supreme, even though I do have Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. That could also be a mistake. Like, I'm really unsure about this category, if I'm honest with you. I could swap some in, some out. Laura Dern, I'm also not having there for Jay Kelly. Yeah, I forgot to say, like, I'm not putting George Clooney in my top five for the best actor. I just don't think Jay Kelly is getting the all round amazing reviews that it kind of needs to have for this. So I'm not putting them in. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. You can't force me. So at number five, I'm putting Ellie Fanning for Sentimental Value. I feel like I could swap that with Inga, but I just don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm just hearing good things about both of them, but I'm only going to choose one. So I kind of just almost randomly chose one because I haven't seen it, but I've heard both of them are really good. I'm putting Ella Fanning in there. Maybe people are starting to think that she's been around for a while now doing these movies. Maybe she kind of is starting to deserve it. So I'm putting her in. I guess I'll make my mind up more once I see it. Mari Yamamoto for Rental Family. I heard her performance is beautiful. I heard so many performances in Rental Family are good, so I'm just sticking a lot of them in there at the moment. I think it's going to be a case of the Academy and just in general, people love it and just want to award it because it's just a film that makes them feel great. So I'm putting her in. I can't wait to see that film. Emily Blunt is my number 3 choice, who I'm putting in for The Smashing Machine. I think The Smashing Machine It's going to be so good. People are really giving it some great reviews. And she, yes, is a supporting character, and sometimes the sort of wife of the biopic main star is a less interesting role to play. But I think Emily Blunt's character in The Smashing Machine has her own demons. I think she might be a recovering addict or just an addict. For either alcohol or drugs. I feel like I think she's got one of those. So I think she's in her own right going to have her own struggles, and it's not just going to be the wife who's sort of on the side of the main character. I think she's going to have her own struggles here. So that's super interesting. I think she's going to get nominated, and the Academy love her. And then number 2, maybe you guys are not putting her in your top 5, but this is one of the films I've seen this year, and I thought she was flipping wonderful. Amy Madigan for Weapons. I think Weapons, everybody loved Weapons. Absolutely everybody who saw Weapons loved it. And people aren't putting it in their lists anywhere. And I don't really understand why. Like, I think Amy Madigan's performance was just inspired. Just as soon as you saw her, you were like, I am not going to forget her. Like, the moment she walks into shot, and I'm not just talking about the makeup she's wearing, I'm talking about her performance, how she carries herself. The way she walks through the door, we see her, you think, I am not going to forget this person for the rest of this whole year. She's unforgettably good in that film. But she's not my number one. My number one choice is, of course, Ariana Grande for Wicked for Good, for all the same reasons as Cynthia Erivo. She's the other half of that song I was talking about, For Good. I've Been Changed for Good. There's a reason they called it Wicked for Good, because they know that this song is one of the best duets ever written for a musical. It's so beautiful, and she's the other half of it, and I think it's going to suit her voice so much. I think the Academy they just loved her performance in the first film, and she was a revelation. She was really a revelation. She played that role so well, and there's so much more for her to do in the second film. So I'm excited to see it. Now I'm just going to run through it again. So my number 1 is Ariana Grande. I said before. Ariana Grande for Wicked for Good. Amy Madigan for Weapons. Emily Blunt is my number 3 choice for The Smashing Machine. My number 4 choice is Mari Yamamoto for The Rental Family. I just think that's going to, across the board, do really well. And then this is my kind of, I could switch her in with Inga, but my number 5 place is sort of Ellie Fanning for Sentimental Value. That's who I've got. So let's finally do the best supporting actor. So again, have not seen any of these films, so it's hard to say, but I'm not putting in Mark Hamill for The Life of Chuck, even though I am hearing some good things about that. I mean, I saw the film. I thought he was fine. He was great part, but I just don't think people care about that movie anymore. Stephen Graham, I'm not putting in for Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. I'm not putting in Jude Law for The Wizard of the Kremlin, although I'm hearing some fun things about his performance. Jeremy Strong for Springsteen as well. Like, I just don't think Springsteen's going to hit. I'm sorry, I don't. I feel like maybe people are like, yeah, biopic, schmiopic. Music, biopic, schmiopic. Schmick. And Andrew Garfield for After the Hunt. I honestly think After the Hunt is kind of going to fall flat a bit, apart from Julia Roberts. So who have I got at number 5? Just because he looks like he's a side-by-side performance with Daniel Day-Lewis in Anemone, I'm putting Sean Bean. Everyone loves Sean Bean. And I wonder how he's going to get killed in this film, because Sean Bean dies in every film, as everyone knows. In my 4th place, I'm putting Paul Mescal for Hamnet. Again, Hamnet with Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal, directed by Zoe Zhao. Amazing reviews. The reviews are just off the charts good. He just has to come along with it. The same thing for my number 3 pick for Rental Family. Again, I'm giving Rental Family. I feel like people are just going to love the film. It's going to make them feel good, and they're going to want to just dish out nominations. So Akira Emoto for the Rental Family. I reckon he's going to get nominated. Now, top 2. Really interesting. I kind of go back and forth here. But at the moment, my number 2 is, just because I'm hearing mixed things about Jay Kelly, I'm putting Adam Sandler. Although people are saying Adam Sandler is great. And I know people want to award Adam Sandler. Because, quite frankly, Adam Sandler needs to stop making shitty comedy films. Like, he's made too many in a row. He needs to realize that where his talents now lie. He used to be great at making comedy films, I guess. But now he's shit at making comedy films, and his talents lie in serious acting. So this film, apparently he's just great. So Adam Sandler at number 2 for Jay Kelly. So which leaves, of course, my number 1 is Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. Everyone's just saying probably his best performance. So that's why he's just my number 1 for supporting actor. Obviously, I have not seen it. So probably some of these are going to switch by next month. I'll try to do one of these every month. But yeah, by next month, probably it will switch. So who knows? But yeah, my number 1, Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. Number 2, Adam Sandler for Jay Kelly. Number 3, I've got Akira Emoto for Rental Family. Number 4, I've got Paul Mescal for Hamnet. And then number 5 is a wild card, Sean Bean for Anemone. Let's see how wrong I am. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you can tell, if you can guess what the film is that's been playing behind me. I know it's all blurry and stuff, but I'd be very impressed if any of you have sort of worked it out. I just put it on before this, and I saw it in the background of my camera, and I was like, I wonder if anyone would ever be able to guess what that movie is. Not some like super obscure movie, but you know, not the most well-known movie either. So it's a sort of middle ground movie. Let me know what you thought. One of my most favorite actors of all time is in this movie. That's a little hint. But yeah, let me know what you thought. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much. I love you all.